Hey everyone. I just wanted to share some secrets to my success in the nutrition aspect of your health and fitness journey. But you need to know upfront, I hate being on a diet. I hate restricting myself. I love food. I get comfort from food. I emotional eat. So the nutrition aspect of my health and fitness journey has always been tough. And I'm grateful that I think, I have a pretty good metabolism. I'm able to eat often pretty much what I want. I keep it pretty healthy, but then when we would go out, I would just pretty much eat kind of whatever I wanted. But recently, it was just catching up with me. I was indulging way too much. And I knew I needed to make some changes. So personally, I went back to the 21-day fix extreme nutrition program. And it uses these color-coded containers. I don't have any with me, but and it helps you with portion control. It tells you how many containers you get each day. So I went back to that program, but I did it my way. And that's what I want to explain because I feel like I have had the most success on a nutrition program this time around. Because here's the thing, usually I'm very much all or nothing. So I am all in, no excuses. And I'm really good when I'm like that. The problem is I don't know how to find the balance after that. And that's what else I want to talk about. I think there are two seasons of our health and fitness journey. I think you need some seasons where you're all in. You say, you know what, for these next 21 days, enough is enough. I have let myself go. I have zero control over my choices at this point. And I have to rein it in. And I'm going to do this. No excuses, no cheats. I am doing this by the book. I think there are seasons for that kind of intensity. But that's just it. They are seasons. That kind of intensity usually cannot be sustained. And so what do you do after that? And that's the other season. You have to find a season, I kind of like to call it maintenance or balance or grace. You have to have a season where you're still making healthy choices, but there's some flexibility. There's some room to indulge once in a while, but you're still reaching your goals just a little slower. So those are the two seasons of your health and fitness journey. I'm sure there are many more, but those are the two that I talk about. And I think in this last time I have been sticking to this nutrition plan, it has by far been my most successful. And I want to talk about why I think that is and what I've done. I keep it simple. You guys, I ate the exact same thing for breakfast, the exact same thing for my morning snack, lunch, and afternoon snack every single day. I know some people need more variety than that, but when it comes to healthy eating, I just have to keep it simple. So if I know something tastes good and I like it, then I'm just going to keep eating it. That's my first big tip. Keep it simple. And then with the dinners, I would switch up the dinners. But even with the dinners, I chose like 4 or 5 meals that fit in the nutrition plans and that I liked. And that's what I made for 2 weeks straight. I did those 4 or 5 meals. I would eat leftovers 1 or 2 nights from those, and then I'd make them all again the next week. Again, maybe that's not going to work for you. Maybe you enjoy cooking. Maybe you're good at figuring out, how to make healthy food taste delicious. That's just not my gifting. So keeping it simple has been huge for me in this journey. Speaking of keeping it simple, rotisserie chicken is like a mainstay on our meals. I do rotisserie chicken, I get some frozen vegetables, boom, you have a really healthy meal. So keep stuff like that in mind too. The other thing I would say, my lunch every single day was a salad according to the portions of my nutrition plan. But in that salad, some afternoons, I could add some of the cheese because I knew I wasn't going to have any cheese later that day for dinner. But sometimes I could leave the cheese off because I knew that, I was having a burrito bowl and I wanted to add my cheese and avocado or whatever it is. So I think just having flexibility like that with some of your meals too makes it really helpful, where you can, leave maybe something off the sandwich or off the salad or out of your eggs and yet still have the eggs. It's not like you're making something totally different. That kind of flexibility was really nice. Okay, the next thing I did this time around is I allowed myself little indulgences. Now, you have to be very careful when it comes to this. And some of you who have a lot of weight to lose, you may want to be more careful. Again, when you do it this way, it's going to take longer. But I will tell you, these little indulgences made it not miserable. When I go all in on a nutrition program and I say no excuses, I'm not going to have one crumb of something I'm not supposed to have, I become angry and bitter, and I hate feeling that constrained. So for me, these little indulgences made this not miserable. So what were my little indulgences? I did not give up my coffee and my coffee creamer. I had my coffee creamer, and it's not like the really, it's not like almond milk creamer. It's like the International Delight, salted caramel mocha creamer. That's my favorite one. And I still drink that. I always do for me, I make the coffee strong. I do a packet of my Truvia sweetener and 2 tablespoons of that. And I did not give that up. And that helped make it not miserable. Something else, again, before it was like, I can't have one goldfish when I'm handing them out to the kids. This time around, I didn't crucify myself if I took a few goldfish. But was I sitting there with the entire box? No, it was truly a few goldfish. But even just that taste, even just that freedom to grab a few, I don't know, it just empowered me. It made it not miserable. It made me feel like I'm not a crazy person. I can have a few goldfish. The world will not end. Or again, as before, I was kind of intense. Another small indulgence that I did is instead of doing my Shakeology with water, I did it with my unsweetened original 30 calories per cup of almond milk. And again, that makes my Shakeology just taste so much more delicious and gives me something to look forward to every afternoon when I had it for my snack. So those are some little indulgences that I allowed myself that made this process not miserable. Something else that I'm a huge fan of, and again, if you have a lot of weight to lose or you're like on a time crunch, like I want to lose this weight by next month, then again, these things, you probably are going to need to go through that whole no excuses season, But one of my favorite tips is to incorporate a scheduled cheat meal into your nutrition plan. I would do no more than 2 a week, but it depends on your goals. Oh, and I meant to preface, I am not a nutrition expert. This is just my experience, so don't hold it against me. But I love to incorporate 1 to 2 cheat meals per week. This gives me something to look forward to. There is nothing harder than eating your grilled chicken and vegetables when you are just like, there's no end in sight. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. But when I know that come Friday date night, I'm going to get to go out to my favorite restaurant with my husband and eat a whole plate full of lasagna by myself, it makes it okay. I know I can get through those next few days, and I want to get through them. I want to make those healthy choices and then enjoy my cheat meal. But then you have to get back on track, and you have to keep it at 1 meal. It's very easy to just, again, throw the baby out with the bathwater. I messed up once. I'm just gonna, let it go all weekend. Unfortunately, that's not gonna work, and again, that was something I was so guilty of doing. I was so black and white. I was so in or I was so out. And having these scheduled cheat meals gave me something to look forward to, but also made me ready to get back on track the next day. I had a plan. And that, of course, is the thing I should have started with. You have to have a plan. Know what you're generally eating over the next few days. And don't forget to plan for the weekend. That's another area that I struggle with. I have meals already for Monday through Thursday, and then Friday through Sunday, I don't have anything planned. I don't have the groceries, and we end up making, poor choices, or we're eating out too much. So have a plan, not just for the week, but also for the weekend. Anyways, I hope these tips helped. And I wish you the best of luck on your health and fitness journey. You are worth it. You are worth the investment of taking time and maybe even money to invest in your health. You are worth it. Good luck.